There isn't going to be a press conference today or any handouts either. No, sir, I'm not trying to keep this thing under wraps. I'm trying to give due process a chance. The man hasn't even been booked yet. As a matter of fact, I think he was just brought in a few minutes ago. Look, I'd like to get the preliminaries taken care of first, if that's okay with you, Commissioner. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I should have known all that would happen. Nothing like arresting a lawyer to get the press all excited.
Really? Well, he hasn't been booked, Chief, at least not yet.
Meaning what? Don't tell me you haven't arrested him yet.
Yes, we arrested him, but he's not here at headquarters. He had a medical emergency.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, this is not a trick, Chief. It was his wife. The minute she found out that Calvin and I were there to arrest him, she started having severe pains.
You didn't expect her to be happy about this,
No,
did you?
she's pregnant. We thought maybe she was going to go into labor prematurely. She's only in her 6th month.
Where is Draper Scott right now?
He's at the hospital. Well, there was nothing else we could do under the circumstances. Was there?
Just take it easy. Try not to think about it.
I can't help it, Draper. I keep thinking I'm gonna lose both of you. You and the baby.
I don't know how serious it is. For all I know, it could be psychological. I don't mean to imply that she's faking it.
No, don't worry. I wasn't saying that she was lying just to prevent his arrest.
It's just a little delay, Chief, that's all. You can be sure that Draper isn't going to do anything foolish.
What, like skipping town? No, I don't think he'll do anything foolish like that. You really hate this assignment, don't you? I told you didn't have to be the arresting officer. I would have taken you off this case.
I didn't want off. I swear I thought I could find some answer to this riddle.
Riddle? You still think it's a riddle? Tell me something, detective. You read a lot of mystery novels?
Yes, on occasion.
Then you've probably read enough locked room detective stories to think there has to be some kind of ingenious answer to this crime.
There has got to be an ingenious answer to this.
Better than the obvious one?
Look, we could have overlooked something. We might not know all the facts. It could be something very simple.
I am a great believer in simplicity.
Chief, I swear. Look, it's not just because I have blind faith in Draper. I realize that sometimes you can think things about people. It turns around that there are things in their nature that you never guessed. I felt that same way about Elliot Dorn once.
Margot's husband? No.
Why, you don't know his history?
No.
You don't know that he was the quasi-religious leader of a group called the Children of the Earth? Mm-hmm. All the kids in town adored him. Everybody thought he was honest and good. I believed it myself.
So Dorn is still your favorite suspect in this murder case,
Yep.
huh?
And I realize that it's not right to suspect somebody just because they have a motive.
But still, you would have much rather arrested him than Draper Scott this morning, huh?
Yes, I would have.
Well, I still don't see any reason why you have to make the actual arrest. Let me have another...
Let me take care of it, please. I think it's only right.
I understand.
Besides, I think Draper would rather be with his friends right now.
Why does Detective Buckley get here?
She's going to be here as soon as she can. She was delayed in the delivery room. Everything's under control, honey.
Yeah.
How's the pain? Is it still there?
Yes, it's still there, Draper. It's constant. It's not going away.
Let me go get somebody for you.
No, please. Don't go. Don't leave me. Stay right here.
All right. I'll stay here as long as you need me.
How long's that going to be? I mean, how long are they going to let you stay here? I mean, you are under arrest, aren't you? It's official.
No, it's not. Remember, they didn't serve the warrant, thanks to you.
It's not me. It's Julia. She started kicking up a fuss because, she didn't want to see her daddy going away. Neither do I.
Honey, I promise, I'm not going away. It's going to be all right. I mean, the arrest was just a formality. I mean, chances are this thing is not going to go past the preliminary stages.
Do you really believe that?
Sure I do. Now, look, I know every magistrate in Monticello. What's going to happen when I walk into the courtroom? They're going to say, Scott, get out of
Oh,
here.
come on, Draper, you're joking.
Honey,
Stop
I'm
it.
not. All we have to worry about is the grand jury. And that's a snap, because guess who's presenting the case to the grand jury? None other than our best friend, Logan Swift.
Logan can't do it. He can't do it, Draper. Well, how can he
Honey,
do it? He knows you're innocent. He knows you didn't
he
kill
has
my
to
mother.
do it. It's his job. He knows it's a bum rap. But it's going to be all right. He'll take care of it for us. God, am I glad you're here.
Oh, I'm sorry about the delay. My patient decided to take her time about delivering a perfectly beautiful little girl.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing here so soon?
I don't know. I don't
April?
want to be here. I shouldn't be here. I'm not ready to have my baby yet, so don't let it happen, Doctor, please.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Mr. Scott, if you'll excuse us.
Yeah, sure. Pick it up. Mike, where are you?
Hello?
Oh, Mike. It's Draper.
Morning, Draper. What's up?
Mike, I've got some bad news. I was arrested this morning.
Oh, no. So it's actually happened.
Yeah, well, I can see that you're not any more surprised by it than I am. But it's April who got the biggest surprise, Mike. She saw me being arrested. She had premature labor pains.
Good Lord. Where are you now?
I'm at Monticello General. They gave me a reprieve because of April's condition.
Good. Now, look, I'll be in Judge Edwards' courtroom this morning, so you can call me there no matter what happens, okay?
All right, well, you're going to hang in there, and I'll call you when I find out about either situation?
Right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, Mike, thanks.
Bye-bye.
I am so very sorry about all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about it. A confirming copy of the warrant comes to my office automatically. Look, I just hope you understand that I can't stop it.
Yeah, I understand, but I just want to make sure that Mallory doesn't do anything until I find out whether April's all right.
Is she okay? I mean, is she in labor? Or?
Oh, God, Logan, I hope not. She can't be, Logan. For Pete's sake, she's only in her 6th month. It's too early.
Doctor in there?
Yeah, she's in there with her now. It's going to be too much. Logan, if she loses the kid, and then she sees me on trial.
Well, it might not come to that, you know. No, a grand jury just might laugh at the idea of Draper Scott bumping people off. God knows the idea seems silly enough to me.
Oh, yeah? Do you think it looks so silly in cold print? Logan, I'm reading that junk in the papers, and I'm beginning to think I'm guilty, and I know I'm innocent.
Well, look, I don't know how quickly you're going to be able to get through the preliminaries on this thing, but I want you to know I'm ready to move on this as fast as you want me to.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's the waiting that's driving me crazy. Can you believe we're here talking like this? How many times have you and I been in my office or your office, and we talked about plea bargains for other people? Now we're here talking about my trial.
We're not talking about a plea bargain, are we?
No. I have nothing to bargain about. I'm not going to accept manslaughter because I didn't do anything to Margot, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I'm not
if I
trying-
go
I'm
to
not-
trial, I'm not going in any other way but not guilty. That's it. No deals, nothing. Understand?
Fine,
it's up to
fine.
Mike to convince that jury I'm
Right.
innocent.
Let's not count our jurors before they're impaneled, all right?
Oh,
Little lawyer humor there, not very good, I admit.
I'm afraid this morning even your bad jokes can't get a laugh out of me.
You sure that's what you want to do?
Oh, yes, I think I should go to the hospital. I'll call Dad and let him know. Anyway, it's in the line of duty. April is part of this story.
Well, I'd go with you, but I have to be in court shortly.
Yeah.
Draper's going to call me there to let me know what's happening.
I still can't believe he's being charged with that crime, Mike.
Well, I'll be at police headquarters when that happens. Assuming that April's all right.
Yeah.
Give my love to her.
Will do.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Carr? Hi, it's Benny Hayes.
Benny, I'm afraid I don't have much time to talk right now.
Hey, listen, this may be the last time you hear from me in a while. You know, my case is coming up tomorrow. Did you know that?
No. No, I didn't. I haven't kept up with the court calendar.
Yeah, it looks really bad. I mean, my lawyer says the only chance I got is if someone like you shows up and puts in a good word for me.
Well, that's very unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, he says it would make all the difference in the world, you know, if you'd say something about me on my behalf. But I told him, like, you know, forget it. You don't like me, and you got your reasons.
Yes, and it's good that you realize that.
But just the same. Well, look, I got a proposition, Mrs. Carr, and I hope you hear me out.
What is it?
Look, I really want to make up for what I did to you.
Benny, you realize you've told me that once before.
Yeah, but I'm willing to do it now, right now. Listen, I can't give you the $500, because that's in my lawyer's pocket. But I can give you the information you paid me for. And I mean the real truth this time, Mrs. Carr, not that baloney I sliced for you last time.
I have a great deal on my mind right now. Very important things.
Yeah, but this is important to me, Mrs. Carr. I mean, this is my whole future. Look, I've never been in prison before. Look, I know once you go in the joint, you come out, you're not the same. I know that. You know, I don't want to become a hardened criminal. Please. Look, you just give me one chance. I swear I'll give you the story of your life. Please. I mean, I'll give you your names, places, everything. Come on.
Benny, all right, but this is the last chance.
Oh, terrific. Terrific. Listen, hey, maybe we can even meet tonight. Huh?
All right, but I want you to know one thing. Someone will always know where I am and when.
Oh, sure. Listen, I'll get back to you with the time and the place, all right? God bless you, Mrs. Carr. God bless you, sucker.
God, this is crazy. You know, I'm thinking about all the people I know in the law enforcement business, and they're all out there trying to prove I'm guilty.
Wrong. I mean, I don't want to give you a swelled head or anything, but I don't know one cop in this town that's trying to prove you did it. Everybody's working overtime to prove that you didn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just wish I could give them some more ammunition, Logan. All I can say is what I know, and that's not very much. Oh, God, my head.
You eat anything this morning?
Are you kidding?
That doesn't show very good sense.
Well, I'll get something later.
Why don't you run right down now and get yourself a bite to eat? The cafeteria's one floor down. You put some food in, you'll feel like a new man. You're going to need your strength,
I don't
right?
want to leave the floor now.
I'm here. You get yourself fed. Anything happens, I'll come down and get you. Go on.
You're sure now?
Right.
All right, I'll be just downstairs.
Okay.
Look, you're not going to forget.
I'm right here. Trust me. Judy, this is Logan. Is Cliff Nelson around? Oh, look. No, don't bother doing that. Just give him a message. Tell him I'm not going to be able to meet with him till after lunch, and I'm over here in Monticello General Hospital. Yeah, I suppose so. They'll page me if you do. Judy, I got to go right now. Goodbye. Doctor, excuse me.
Hello. Oh, Oh, you're Mr. Swift, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I was wondering if you could tell me anything new on Mrs. Scott's condition.
Well, that's what I came out for. To tell Mr. Scott that there's nothing to worry about. She's not going into labor.
Well, that's just wonderful.
Apparently, it was just a muscular cramp.
Uh-huh.
She said something about having had a very bad shock this morning. But I suppose you know about that.
Yes, I know all about that. Look, her husband has gone down to the cafeteria to get a bite to eat, so I'll go down and get him and tell him.
Well, I'm going down to the cafeteria in just a minute. I can tell him.
Okay.
Perhaps you'd like to see Mrs. Scott. She sure could use some company now.
Thank you. I'd like that very much. Hi.
Oh, Logan, I didn't even know you were here.
Yeah, well, I realize I'm not much of a substitute, but see, I just sent your husband down to feed his face when out comes the doctor and tells me the good news. Now she's on her way down to the cafeteria to fetch him up here.
Oh, I hope he gets something to eat. I suppose you know our breakfast was interrupted.
Yeah, you had sort of an unusual morning, didn't you? Anyway, I'm really happy to hear that you're okay. That is very good news.
Yeah, thanks. Look, why don't you sit down?
Thank you.
You know, a few minutes ago I was lying here praying so hard that my baby was going to be all right. Well, now that I know she's going to be all right, I'm praying just as hard that Draper's going to be all right. Do you think maybe you could tell me that he's going to be all right?
Of course he will. No, really, that's not just idle assurance. I can't imagine anybody believing Draper would kill anybody. It's a mistake, a crazy mistake.
Well, then why was he arrested? Why did Chief Mallory issue a warrant for his arrest? And why did your office let them?
April, I can't stop the police from arresting anybody. All I can do is work with them and try and present the facts to the grand jury in such a...
Come on, Logan. Look at the facts. They're stupid. They don't make any sense. They're not...
April.
Sorry.
Take it easy now. You don't want to give yourself any more of those pains.
Pain. I got a pain. I got a pain that's not going to go away until they find out who really killed my mother.
Draper. Oh, Miles.
How is she?
Good news, Miles. Dr. Buckley talked to me in the cafeteria. She said that April's not going into labor. It's simply a muscle spasm or a cramp or something.
That's a relief. I didn't even know she was here until I heard one of the duty nurses mention her name. Why didn't you call me?
Miles, it happened so quickly. We didn't call anybody.
Well, what happened? Was she exerting herself or what?
No, Miles. She wasn't exerting herself. She was watching her husband being arrested.
What did you say?
Calvin and Deborah brought over a warrant for my arrest this morning.
My God, you mean they are really going to accuse you of this crime?
Of course, Miles. Haven't you been reading the newspapers?
Ridiculous. I mean, who's going to believe such a thing? What'd you have against Margot?
I had plenty against Margot. Miles, I was furious with her. I was going over there to tell her off. I just never had the opportunity to do it.
It was Mallory, wasn't it?
What?
It was Derek Mallory who issued the warrant for the arrest. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah, of course. He's the police chief.
Couldn't have been Deborah Saxon. It wasn't her idea. Anybody else's. I'm sure they all know you're innocent. It's only Derek Mallory who wants to make it look like you're guilty so he can get back at me by hurting you and my sister.
Miles, it's nothing personal. The man looked over the evidence and he's just
It's a vendetta. It's a vendetta, Draper. Don't you realize that? He wants to hurt me. He wants to make things miserable for me. He figures the worse he makes my life, the easier it's going to be to take Nicole away from me.
Nicole?
I can't let him get away with that. I can't.
Miles!
All right, so then April Scott is not going into labor and she'll be perfectly all right?
Well, I did not say she would be perfectly all right, Chief. I said there's no danger of her losing the child. Not at the moment.
All right, how long do you think she'll have to stay in the hospital?
Well, there's really no reason for her to have to stay at all. As a matter of fact, she's already expressed a desire to go home as soon as possible.
Okay, Doctor, thank you very much. That's all I wanted to call and ask you about. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
April Scott's gonna be all right.
Oh, thank heaven.
This also means the compassionate delay is over.
Oh, yes. Yes, it does.
You still have the freedom of choice.
Chief, I don't think I have a choice at all. I made it, and I'm going to stick with it.
All right.
Miles, hey, have you heard about April?
Yeah, I've heard about her. Also heard about her husband.
It's all right, Detective. Go. What is it, Miles? What do you want?
That's right. What is it? What is it exactly? What do you call this little game of yours? Chief, I thought it was a vendetta, but I have a feeling it's a little bit more than that, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
You could have killed April. I mean, she's not that strong. She could have hemorrhaged and died, and you would have killed her. That would have been just another feather in your cap, wouldn't it? You killed my sister, you send her husband to prison. Maybe you thought that's all I would need to go right on over the edge of that cliff, to fall and fall and keep on falling until I go right into that river, the same river where my poor crazy mother drowned. You should do anything you can to get me out of Nicole's life. Anything. Well, maybe you'll be out of her life first. Maybe you'll be out of your own life. Stop.